Hi everybody, just wanted to do this little introduction. I wanted to use this video to show you the star of the show for all of my tournaments, all of the times I go fishing. The star of the show is my kayak. So I just want to show you around the kayak, show you what I did with it. If you have any suggestions for me, I'm very happy to hear them. Leave them in the comments. Let me know if you like it. If you have any other ideas for me, that'll be great. Like the video, subscribe, and all that kind of stuff. Appreciate you watching. Thanks very much. So here is my kayak, the Native Watercraft Titan 12 Propel. I'll take you through a quick walk around here of everything. First of all, let's talk about its name. Its name is the Keeper. The Keeper's got two meanings. When I was a younger man, I was a goalkeeper, played soccer, was a goalkeeper. And second meaning is when you catch a fish that meets all the requirements for a tournament, then it is considered a keeper. So there you go, appropriate name for my craft. All right, so let's start walking through it. So the front right here, it is rather heavy, so probably everything all loaded up right here is probably going to be about, I don't know, 120 pounds. So being able to grab it with rather than use this handle right here, is to use this handle with the string. This is a lot more comfortable to lift it, so that's what I do. And talking about lifting it and moving it around, I've got the Native Watercraft sidekick with the Sea Tug wheels, which is just the brand name of the wheels that I got. It's nice and heavy, so I need to be able to get it around and move it around, and these work just fine. Up at the front again, we have my net. You can talk about different kinds of net, but really a net's a net. Whatever's comfortable for you, whatever's big enough. So hopefully I'll one day catch a fish that makes me want to buy a bigger net. Right now this is sufficient. So I've got it all hooked up right here, one of these little roto grips, and it's all leashed together with a couple of small bungees, or small what do they call those things? Anyway, those cords. There we go. So it's all lifted right there, so that is just right. And then this front part right here, this front area held together. Inside here is where I keep my soft baits, my life jacket, and other things during travel. So I've got a big Tupperware tub underneath there, so that if any water gets in, it doesn't get anything wet. So a lot of room in there, a lot of room to get to everything I need. The Propel drive is, they tell me it's the best in the industry, and I think they're right. I like it. It gets me where I want to go. Instant reverse, so backwards and forwards. Works great. Got my fish finder, an Echo 93 SV. So that means it's got a lot of fancy stuff on it that I'm still trying to figure out how to use, but it does its job, and it just sits right there. It works great. We've got a double header paddle grip right there for when I do need my paddle. Whenever I get into shallow water and it's too shallow for the Propel drive to work, then I'll lift up the Propel drive and just use the good old-fashioned paddle power. There's the handle for when I'm steering, so I upgraded that, made it a little higher because I needed to be able to reach it. Originally it was very much lower than that, but let's talk about the seat. The seat comes with it, but it doesn't come with those seat risers. So I used the seat risers to lift it up to make it a little bit more comfortable to fish. Very comfortable seat, and I had no complaints at all with that seat. Underneath is the toolbox that I installed. It's a DeWalt VersaStack or something like that. Anyway, a couple of drawers that slide in very easily. Keep glasses, scissors, gloves, any bits and pieces that I need when I'm fishing. take it a little further back right here. When I'm filming, I've got this panfish boom stick, and it fits very nicely right there. The cord leads to the camera that sits on top, and then the battery that fits inside the box right here. We'll open up the box in a minute, but it's the Yak Attack Black Pack, and it's got these rod tubes right here where you can fit your fishing poles, like I have right here. It sits nicely, and then the little hooks go in there so that if it's a windy day or you're underneath some trees and it gets stuck in the branches, it doesn't rip it out. So I've got 6 of those tubes all the way along. Inside, lots of room for all of the tackle boxes that you might need. All right, so just a ton of room. And then up at the top, I've added a couple of things. This is just a nice light right here that helps me at night time when I'm putting stuff away, or in the morning when I'm getting it all out. And these are just places for me to put the sleeve covers or neck gaiters that I would use. And here is my battery, the battery that charges, brings power to my fish finder right here. It's a 12 amp battery, so it comes straight from there. And then I've got this other thing listed up right here, which is my night light, my pole, my visipole, so that people can see me when I'm on the water. The stickers on the side, I mentioned earlier, I'm a soccer player, so those are the teams that my family follows: Manchester United, Liverpool, Leeds, Ipswich and Scarborough. So those are our soccer teams. That is my craft, that is my pride and joy, that is my best toy that I've ever bought. Forgot my most valuable possession, my PFD, my life jackets. I've got 2 that I use. One is this one to the right, and this is it's a manual life jacket. You pull that little orange tab and it inflates, so when I fall in, I just pull that and I'll be okay. I use that one in the summertime when it's really hot because it's not as bulky. It's not as bulky as my other life jacket. And either way, whichever life jacket I'm using, I've got a little tether with a little phone holder, because you've got to be able to take pictures of the fish that you catch, and you don't want to drop your phone in the water. It's not recommended. My other life jacket right here, a little more bulkier, but a lot more pockets, a lot more places to put stuff. But I use that one in the spring and the fall. So there it is. That's all my equipment. That is my kayak, my vessel. Let me know if I've got anything else I can do to this thing other than a motor. So I'm thinking about putting a motor on the back, maybe next year, or maybe one on the front. I don't know, I haven't decided, but that might be the next purchase. Anything else you can think of, let me know and we'll see what we can do.